Last sessions we discussed about the last sections we discussed about the PWD command directory. Second command we learn about the ls, which will list out the document. At the manual page of actual command. Commands we already learned in last lecture. Also, in the next chapter called as view files, command, tag command. We've already seen the definitions also. Now today we need to learn about the head command. We learn the six commands so we can able to complete this chapter. Create the file, update the file, view the file, check the two or more files, then we will use cat. So this follows the top down approach. Back follows the reverse approach, or you can say that the bottom. Now today we'll discuss about the head command. Okay. So before starting the head command, just I want to say something about head. Command is majorly used to check the content of file. Okay, top 10 lines of file. For example, if you have a file having the name abcd.txt, this file is available and that file contains 20 lines. So among that, if we trying to read that file, okay, by using a head command, how will read that? Head. By using this command, we can able when I trying to read this file, in that case, just only 10 lines will be abc.txt that contains 20 files. So among that, just only 10 lines will be displayed. Which 10 lines will be displayed? Just only top 10 lines. Top 10 lines will be displayed. Okay. So this is the way by using that we can read the head file. If you want to check greater than 10 files, then we have check more than 10, or less than. ठीक है, हमने ऐसा अभी यहाँ कहा है कि if you want to check only 10 lines from top, then we will use the head command. But still, if you want to check more than 10 lines, for example, it would be a 15, it would be a 14, it would be a 16, it would be a 18, or less than 10 lines, that means it would be 8, 5, 4. Then we have an option of n. Like we need to pass option as hyper. N stands for number. When we do not pass any options, so in that case by default 10 line will be displayed whenever we use the head. Okay. So these commands are majorly used in the creation of users, in the creation of groups. Okay, जब हम user और group chapter पढ़ेंगे ना, in that section these commands are useful. So if you want to check the latest 10 users, if you want to check the latest 2 user, if you want to check the latest 3 user, like that stuff, then we will use this command. Okay. So top users check करने के लिए हम इसे use करते हैं. So what will be the syntax? How you will use if you want to check the 2 lines or 10 lines? If you want to check, then I will use head. How many lines you need to check? Check. Like that, we can able to check greater than 10 lines. Okay. For example, if you want to check less than 10 lines, then in that case, what should we do? So here I will use open N5. N5 if you want to check the 5 lines, and after that, so make a note of that. Is this statement is mandatory. Open N. So what if you want to check greater than lines or if you want to check less than lines? So in that case, this hyphen option is. So let's do the practical. So you will get the more idea regarding that. First of all, we will open the VMware and log in into the system. Is it my Linux is visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Then after that, we'll open the terminal. That will do the operation. Okay, so inside that, just check out ls present working directory. So we have a folder of sycac and we'll do the operation on inside that folder. We learn about the cd command. So just press the ls. We have these files new num and psc. So just I will open the num file. Check we have any content. In that we have 10 lines. Okay. So similarly, I will update this cat command because we all know that head command is used to list out the 10 lines only and assume that these are the 10 lines, one line, two line, three line, four line, fifth line, up to 10 lines. So we'll update up to 12 lines. Okay. So थोड़ा सा ना update करते हैं. We know that how to update. Here I will use now here everything. Read that file one more time. See, we have this 1 to 50. So assume that this one is first line, two is second line, third is fourth line, third line, fourth line, like that stuff. Okay. So we get that information. Now here I will use the head command. See, so before that, just I will use what is the meaning of head command. So the meaning of head command is it output the first part of files. So definition is also important. We require this definition for the interview. The definitions are. So what is the meaning of that header command? Output the first part. Put the first part of. So let's check out. Does it mean same? And command is used to check the definition and options of the any command. So click on that. See, we get the output. Output of the first part of files. So you get that definition proper. So इतना प्रैक्टिस होना चाहिए कि आपको याद भी आना चाहिए. Must remember the definitions also. Okay. So now once we added, now just click on the ls and check does we have any file. So we have a num file. Now we'll open that by using the head command. So when I trying to read that file, I get the 1 to 10 output, but that file contains 1 to 15. That num file contains 1 to 15. Just open that file by using the cat. See, when I try to open that particular file by using the cat command is used to read the file. It will read full content, all content of that particular file. So right now I'm reading that file and I got 1 to 15 lines. But whenever I try to read this file by using the head command, we get only top 10 lines. We get only top also follows the top-down approach. Top से ही approach follow करता है. So just it is used to print the first part of the file. जो starting part होता है ना, that will be printed. So मैंने जो definition के अंदर कहा था ना, so it will print head file name. Just only top 10 lines will be displayed. But if you want to check more than 10 lines or less than 10 lines, then we need to pass the option of hyperlink. Let's do that operation also. So here I will use here and I want to check 10 lines. So what should I do? I will use hyperlink option. And here I will pass the number of lines which required. So I want to print 12 lines. By default, whenever we did not pass any hyperlink options, in that case, it will display only 10 lines. But now I have to display 12 lines. What will be the name of file now? See, you get that 12 lines. So earlier when run that command, we get only 10 lines, but with the help of hyphen option, so here we get the 12 lines. Now, for example, I want to check the 14 lines. So what should I do? Hyphen 14. Similarly, if you want to reduce it in minus way, or if you want to check less than 10 lines, then also it will work. So add hyphen, just I want to check 2 lines. So add hyphen to add the name of file. So we get the output. The 2 lines will be displayed. If you want to check the 5 lines, then add then 5, and after that now we get the okay. So hyphen is important option. So assume that if your file contains 200 lines, 300 lines, so among that, just if you want to check the top lines, okay, top 20 lines, then you can check by using hyphen options. If you want to check the 8 lines, that stands for number. That's it. We'll get the about the overall about the yes. I will display the syntax. Here I will use 8. I will use in this way. Now, interview type of questions. So first question, can I able to create a file using head? Question, first question will arises over here. Interview type of questions in that. Just I will write key points which will be remember. Able create file using head command. Answer of that particular is no. I will use it will use for व्यू फाइल ओनली के लिए ही यूज की जाती है. ये क्वेश्चन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. लाइक दैट कैन you create the file using cat command? Second question, can I able to view number of lines required? For example, as required 2 lines, 15 lines, as required 52 lines, like that. So answer is yes. Answer, we can view lines as per requirement with these two interview questions are okay. So we already did about the now we'll do same thing. just I will make a copy of that. Here I will use next command. This one is your file. Then it will be the definition. The last part of file. So just here I will use first as a head command top key files. It is used to print the top part of files, whereas a tell command is used to print last part of the files. Okay. Assume that that file contains 20 lines and tell file name that we can just only last 10 lines will be different. When we did not pass any option with fill command, then it will only last 10 lines will be displayed. So if you want to check more than 10 lines or less than 10 lines, we need to pass hyphen options. Okay. So make a note of that, just it will work for the reverse. Reverse नहीं कह सकते, it will work for the last line. टेल कमांड इज आल्सो फॉलो द टॉप डाउन अप्रोच, बट ये लास्ट लाइन ही प्रिंट करता है. So what will be the syntax? Just will pass the while doing the practice, you need to must know that. So can I able to create file using the, here I will change the word tell command. So use for view only. Can I able to use the, can we view number of lines as I required? Yes, you can view the line as per required with. So there is a no difference, such a difference between the head and tail. There is only one difference. Just tail command is used to list or display bottom 10 lines, whereas bottom means last 10 lines, whereas head command is used to display top lines. Okay. So let's do the practical, so you will get the brief idea regarding that. So unless we have that file name tail, that I will use now. That just I will show you what file contains. So that contains 1 to 15 numbers. So now it will display the last 10 lines. Okay, so assume that this one 5 lines and it will be 10 lines. So we get the output as 6 to 15. Okay. Because that file contains 1 to 15 lines. So when I use the head command, then it will display 1 to 10 lines. When I use tell command, then it will display the 6 to 15 lines. Okay. So just here I will show you tell. When we count that number, it will be 10. Is it I am audible?
Yes, sir.
So someone says my voice. Okay, थोड़ा सा दम नहीं है तो एक आवाज. Is it okay? My voice is okay?
सर ये सर थोडा कधी कधी जातो जरा.
Okay. ठीक आहे, थोडंसं मॉर्निंग असल्यामुळे आणि काय म्हणते त्याला थोडंसं थंडी असल्यामुळे असेल. सो आय विल इन्क्रीज माय व्हॉइस, डोंट वरी अबाउट दॅट. Just I will quickly revise this. So hope so the information will be available to check the etc pass wd command. ये tell and head के बारे में मैंने बताया था. So now we'll learn about the touch command. So it is used to change the file timestamp. Touch command is also used to create the empty files, and these are the forms of touch command. So if you want to create a touch file name, touch file name 1, file name 2, and file name 3, like that stuff we can able to create the touch command. So later on, if you want to create that series, then touch file name, series name, start number, dot dot end number. Okay, so by using that also we can do that. And if you want to change the actual timestamp, then we'll use ls or ls-el or ll command to check the time, and after that we need to pass only -en option. So if user wants to change the timestamp of file to current time, then we'll use -em option. That means syntax touch -em file name. Okay. So like that. So we'll revise this session because the earlier session was not recorded. Okay, so which may cut ho gaya, so that's why reason the earlier session which are not available. So what should I do? I will create one folder and inside that I will do the practical. So here I will create one folder PES. Inside the PES, I will do the now check out, does we have any file? No. So how will do the touch operation? So here I will use, if you want to create an empty file, then I will use touch and after that file name. So file name will be a ABCD. See, when I use the touch ABCD, that means touch command and after the name of file, and I'm trying to check the ls. See, the particular file will be created. Make a note of that. That particular file will be created as a empty file. That particular file will be created as a empty file. Okay, so like if you want to create greater than one file, then what should I do? I will use touch a1 a2 a3 if so like that. Can I able to create the file? Yes, you can able to create the file. Check out ls a1 a2 a3 a4 is available. All these files are empty. All these files are empty. Make a note of that. ये पूरे के पूरे जो files है ना ये empty ही रहेंगे because of touch command से हम just we create the empty files. Later on just we created that file. Can I able to create the series create करनी है? Yes, you can do. What will be the syntax? First we'll write the touch. After that the will cite the series name like SYCSC. I will use curly brace open close starting number as 1 dot dot ending number as 10. Then particular files will be created. जितने भी फाइल्स हैं ना आपके ये सभी के सभी क्रिएट हो जाएंगे. ओके, दैट फाइल नेम वुड बी SYCSC1 SYCSC2 SYCSC3 up to 10. Let's check out ls command. See, that particular file will be created. SYCSC1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and this one is a 10. That file will be created. So this is about the touch command. By using that we can create the file. Now actual meaning, the meaning of touch is used to change the timestamp, is used to change the file timestamp. तो इसके ऊपर ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करके देखते हैं. So for that we need to understand ls-el command or ll command. Both are the same, ls-el. So in that case here are the permissions. These are the permissions are available. Okay, ये पूरे permissions है. This one is a username, this one is a group name. Okay, this one is a date. On the particular date that file will be created. Okay, and this one is a file name. Now see what time it is. Right now it is at 8:49. Okay, now I want to modify the timestamp. So इसके लिए मैं क्या करूँगा, cd डॉट डॉट करके अर्लियर फाइल में जाऊँगा जिसके अंदर SYCSC के अंदर, इसके अंदर बहुत सारे फाइल्स है मेरे पास. सी ls-l. In that case, when we talk about the num file, that file will be created in 27th Jan. That file will be created in 27th Jan at 8:13. Okay, so that particular time the file will be created. When we talk about the new file that will be created at 26th Jan at 5 o'clock, 5:20. So we'll change this timestamp. अभी इसका टाइम स्टैम्प हमें करंट टाइम टाइम्स के चाहिए. वी ऑल नो दैट टुडे इज 27th Jan and the current time is 8:50. now that time will be applicable for new. मैं चेंज करने की जो कोशिश जो कर रहा हूँ ना, सो पर्टिकुलर फाइल के हुए वो टाइम आ जाएगा. सो टच -m modify the timestamp and the name of file is new. See, enter. Now we'll use ls-l. check out about the new के बारे में चेक करो. Earlier it was showing the file will be created in the 27th Jan. Okay, so earlier the file will be created in 27th Jan at 5 o'clock, 5:20 o'clock. And now check out the new file will be created, updated the timestamp. The file will be created in 27th Jan at 8:50 o'clock in the morning, 8:50. That means we are trying to change the content timestamp. Okay, so let's do one more time. PSUA के बारे में change करते हैं. This file also created into 26th Jan and the time is 5:08. Okay, so here I am trying to change touch -m modify and the name of file is PESU. That's it. ls hyphen see earlier timestamp was POCV 26 Jan 5 o'clock and the new timestamp was 27 Jan 8 o'clock 8:15 o'clock. Okay, so by using that we can do the operations. Okay, so this is overall about what the concept of touch command. Okay, so this is about touch command. I will share this document because इसके अंदर ना थोड़ा सा recording missing रहेगा. Don't worry about that. I will share this document also. अगर कुछ दिक्कत आ रही है तो let me know. We'll discuss about that. Okay. So the next and last command is file. So the name itself indicates that file command is used to determine the file type, like a data type. See, there is a concept of data type. Similarly, it is used to determine the definition itself indicates that determine file types. Okay. So why we use that determine file types? That means it shows what type of file is. What type of file is. Okay. So for example, as that file is empty, it will show. It will show empty file, show ASCII file. If that file contains some data, it will show ASCII file. It will show image file. It will show video file, whether it is MP4, AVI, like that stuff. Okay. So it will specify what type of data is. Okay. So I will check that. So here I will use syntax file, and after that name of file. So this is the command. So example, here I will show you file, and after that ABC. So it will show whether it is a raw data, that file contains the raw, that file contains empty, like that it will display. Okay. Result will be show like that. So let's do the practical for that also. See, ls करके देखो, we have this file. So let's check about the A1. A1 के बारे में check करते हैं. So file A1. We get the A1 is an empty file that does not contain anything. What about num? Let's check out num. So here I will check the num. See, it is a ASCII text. Okay. So American standard के हिसाब से जो भी उसके ASCII values है, so that contains ASCII text. So if it is image, तो image के बारे में बताएगा. Okay. So it will display all information about that. But right now I don't have an image. Yes, so just will do one thing. Now I have taken the image. I will open it. This is my pictures. Yeah, this one picture. Yeah, I have taken this screenshot. I will open the terminal over here. Open that terminal. Now ls करके देखो. So that particular file is created having extension png. Okay. So just we'll check the file type. File. The name of file is a screenshot. ये बड़ा नाम है. See, we get the output screenshot. It is a non-inter something it's showing. So first of all, what should I do? I will change the name of that particular file. Yes, see, demo image is there. Now we'll change the file demo image. See, we get the demo image. It is a PNG image data having extension of 800 by 600 8-bit color RGBA non-interlace. So we get the all information about that. Okay. So अभी मुझे याद आया कि प्रिंट स्क्रीन से हम इमेज ले सकते हैं. सो इसकी वजह से मैंने आपको दिखाया. सिमिलरली अगर आपके पास वीडियो है, then it will display the information. Simply we can say that it is used to display the, it is used to determine what type of file is, कौन सा टाइप की फाइल्स है इसके लिए important. So we completed the first chapter, view files, and that we learn about the cat, tag, head, tail, touch, and file. So do the practice of that. If you have any query, let me know about that. We'll discuss, and I will give you answer.